So what is the 1111 synchronicity all about? How might it be that what people are experiencing might not only relate to our changes, but those on planet Earth, the solar system, and galaxy too? And what is it telling us about our evolution, our pathway, and how we need to apply ourselves now? Who are we in the grand scheme of things? What is our greater role in the grand cosmic picture? And how can we live that right here, right now? So what is the 1111 synchronicity that people are seeing all around the world? Clearly it's a wake-up call because it's inspiring many people to connect with the soul and begin the spiritual journey. But is there something more to it than that? I most definitely think there is. I think it's inviting the connection of 4 key centers of consciousness: our soul, our connection with Gaia, our deeper connection with the solar logos, and further afield still, the galactic core. How are these all interrelated, and how are they influencing our lives right now? It's crucial to understand this because it's going to change our whole perspective on how we live our lives on the day-to-day.
What are you waiting for? Butterflies?
I'm waiting for a clear space. And then I'm shooting a video.
Brilliant.
About galactic superwaves.
Wow.
Yeah. How they impact the galaxy and the solar system.
Wow.
And how we're already probably experiencing that already. And they come in cycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on this beach?
Probably on this beach. But even on this beach, yeah.
I don't see many waves on this beach though.
Well, there's a few.
Not those waves though.
Not that kind of wave. But when it does, you'll know it.
Will I?
Yeah. So extensive research has been done by the astrophysicist Paul Laviolette, who over a 30-year period examined cosmic dust sediment in the Antarctic and Greenland ice sheets. And they reveal a cycle every 5,700 years, 11,500 years, and 26,000 years, where we receive these incredible pulses from the galactic core. And these in turn can inspire a solar micronova, where the sun's field, the magnetosphere, is compacted by dust which agitates it, which then explodes and impacts the whole of the solar system. There are people plenty around us who believe that's what the myth of the sinking of Atlantis was really all about at the end of the last ice age. You can see how some kind of impact from space, from the solar system, impacted the Earth and extended the last ice age by around about 1,000 years. But you can also see how it came to a sudden, abrupt end, a very rapid warming. And this could all be a part of a galactic superwave. It devastated the civilization of the time. And you get this in the mythologies, but you can also see it in some of the structures, the ancient structures, like the pyramids, some of which appear to have exploded from the inside by some tremendous heat impact, which literally blown the granite cover off. You see the devastation of society. You see how then progressively society has rebuilt itself. And these have gone in cycles through history. And there are many who believe that we are overdue a galactic superwave right now. In fact, when you look at the solar system and the changes happening on all the other planets, when you consider the Earth with the accelerating pole shift, radically changing weather patterns and greatly increased earthquake and volcanic activity, then it's clear a powerful transformation has already begun. It feels to me like waves are building and gathering toward us. I can feel it in the consciousness space when I tune into the galactic core. I can feel the destabilization effect. There's a strong coherence which is pulling consciousness toward it. Why would that be if a wave is coming outwards from the core? Well, consider how the wave comes up on the beach. As it does so, it's pulling water into it before the disturbance washes over onto the beach itself. And so we will be able to feel, if we're tuned in, we'll be able to feel the pull, the interconnection of the next superwave. I believe in my heart of hearts we can already sense and feel that if we tune in. It's a strong coherence. It causes, you can see it in society, it's causing an agitation, a degree of anxiety, because people are living divorced from the big picture, from the macrocosm, from the big movement. So to me, the 1111 synchronicity is pointing toward the interconnection of these four centers and the importance, the relevance of paying attention to this movement, this grand unraveling in our lives. So how can we best ride these waves in day-to-day life? How can we best ride the shift that's influencing all of us, whether we know it or not? First is to recognize the impulse that animates the soul and wants to bring it alive, and to honor the sense of that, to feel it, to move with it. That's crucial. It's crucial that we start to move with that, because it's going to shape and change our lives in a way which we could not possibly predict. But then also, it's about recognizing that as the wave animates the soul, it's going to agitate repressed density, karmic source pain, if you like. It's going to bring all that to the surface. That's going to create tightness, pain, discomfort, and take us into the shadow side. And it's really important then that we work into our behaviorisms, in our relationships, in our general living circumstances. It's important that we work into those, peel off the density by realigning soul. So you express the density. That makes you as one with it. You then blow up into your awareness the distortions, the attachments that you would have had in those particular circumstances. So you animate those, you let them express, and then you let go of the attachment now that you're witnessing. That's crucial. That'll bring you more into the abode of the one, and the flow itself, as interconnected with the galactic core, will flow through you more readily, more easily, and it'll shape synchronistic situations and circumstances that we're being guided to follow. So in summary, that's really crucial to learn to follow it. It's going to put you in the right situation at the right timing to experience exactly what you need to experience. It's crucial to say you're not going to ascend unless you've done the inner work. Raising your vibration really means integrating soul in the lower densities, processing karma, and activating the higher bodily vehicles of expression, like the spirit light body, for example, which becomes your vehicle of ascension. I find it useful to consider the metaphor of the Apollo rocket, where you have a particular stage, the physical, which gets you into the outer reaches of the atmosphere, the 3D. And then you have another part of the rocket which takes you through your karma, through the 4D space, and processing that, before finally landing at your destination in another vehicle, the spirit light body, which synchronistically was called the eagle. The point being that when the shift concludes and the physical falls away, you continue on in the new paradigm, in the spirit light body. You could say the proverbial eagle has landed. And the synchronicities are going to speak loud and clear to us then. And that is crucial, a crucial part of following the flow. If we tune into it, if we start to let it come through us, it's going to animate our being. It's going to bring us alive. It's going to take us out of the minutiae of all of the crap that we've been involved in and show us that we're a part of something much bigger, much grander, and that we are that. When we cease to be this separated identity, we are that. We become that. And then death, it has no meaning anymore, because you know yourself at a soul level as a part of the flow, as the flow. You know you can't die. You know you're going to continue. And that this great movement by the universe, by our galaxy, is what life is really all about here. We are all a part of that. We are all interconnected with that. There is no separation. And therefore, let's learn to embrace the movement, learn to embrace the shift in a moment-by-moment basis in our day-to-day living circumstances, how we work, in our relationships. If we can recognize the impact, the impulse, the animation of soul, we're going to be able to ride those waves and break through fear, and it'll bring us alive as the cosmic beings that we are.
Fill the sky with love. Fill the sky with love. Fill the sky with love, with love, with love forever. Fill the sky with love. Fill the sky with love. Fill the sky with love, with love, with love forever.
That to me is the wonderful opportunity of tuning into this next big wave that's gathering all around us and being a part of it. I wish you well in the flow. Namaste. As I'm recording this, the tide is coming in. So I'm having to grab my gear because otherwise I'm going to get trashed by the wave. Perhaps that's an important synchronicity.